Home to me is some place that you can just come and just relax and be yourself.
Just having a good time, enjoying the people that you love.
Home means a place of joy, warmth, my daughters.
Yeah, those are my people. In 2021, it was still recovering from COVID, so we pretty much fell on financial hardships. We ended up having to live at the hotel. Now, we all thought it was going to be a temporary situation. However, we ended up being there for over a year.
The typical family that's living in a motel is working 1 or 2 jobs. They're still not making more than $2,000 a month, and they fall into the 48% of Georgia families that can't meet their daily expenses.
We were spending over $500 weekly to stay at the hotel.
We were in a lot of hustle mentality.
We would be getting up at like 5 a.m. To do routes.
When we're thinking of the day-to-day grind of living in a motel, you're thinking about paying for that night, that week, that month.
There was times where we had no money. We had to choose between gas or we had to choose between groceries.
And whenever you have to do that, you don't have the ability to save. You don't have the ability to have flexibility to get a different job. You have to keep earning to sustain. And it's more about survival than thriving.
My sister could not do her passion. She could not cook. You know, we can only do so much on a hot plate.
And I would always visualize us being in our own place.
One day, my sister and I, we walked out and I saw on my car as well as my mom's car, some note cards talking about Motel-to-Home.
Motel-to-Home is our work with families that are able to work and pay for their cost of living, but aren't able to afford the initial expenses into housing and have barriers, whether it's credit, savings, background.
It's like a support system to help you to be able to make that leap.
In Motel-to-Home, we really leverage all of our partners at United Way. We really have to stay with the family, make sure they have access to financial literacy, make sure that they're able to have emergency savings.
To actually find stability is like my mental is clear. Everything up here is clear.
Now we can kind of look beyond that day-to-day, look month to month, year to year.
I know when I have a key to go into a door, having my own bed again.
It's just been a continuous elevation for us.
So for me, definitely becoming a nurse, I know that I'm gonna have RN at the end of my name.
And then me also transitioning in my job and things like that. And even seeing my mom just being able to relax and be, taken care of.
I feel like it's just time for us to give back because she was at every parent-teacher conference, every sport game that we ever played, every practice she was picking us up, working a full-time job.
I don't know how she did it. I really applaud mothers because that mother energy is something different.
There is no limit. If I can imagine it, if I can see it within me, I can hold it in my hand.